I'd like to share a word of encouragement. God will make a way even when we don't see a way. We see this over and over within stories and parables within the Bible, specifically with the prophet Elisha. There was a famine in the land, and a woman had just lost her husband, who was a servant of God. And now the creditors were coming to collect her 2 sons. They didn't have really anything left except for a jar of oil. Elisha performed a miracle, and because of her faith, and because she was obedient to what Elisha said to do in the name of God, she was able to save her sons. The 1 jar of oil that she had left became more oil and more oil and more oil as she poured it into other jars. And that is truly a miracle. And some might think that's a silly story or it's not real, but we forget that God is the God of impossible. He can do impossible things. He made this whole world. He flung stars into the whole universe. There's nothing that he can't do. His arms are not too short to reach. He knows our hearts. He feeds the birds, and he loves us more. And thinking back to the widow that gave her last 2 pennies, she gave everything she had. And when giving, it seems like when we don't have very much or really anything left at all, but we give in faith as tithing, it seems unnatural, but God blesses that tithing and it comes back to us. We don't give with a heart for things to come back to us, but it is true that God will not let his servants go hungry. He fed the Israelites manna in the desert and quail. He can do many miracles. It's easy to be a doubting Thomas. Even after Thomas saw everything, he still doubted that it was Jesus that was right in front of him, and he had to look at the nail holes in his hands. And those that are able to believe in God and all of what he says is truth in his written word are blessed for believing without seeing. I just want to say a blessing over your home, your finances, and your family. I pray that God's face will shine positively on you in whatever circumstance you're in. God bless you all. Amen.